Well, Mage seems happy. And he should be, somewhat. Because over in this direction, there is something for you. Oops. This is west of, the city I can't remember the name of, apparently. Hi. No. Neither do you, then. Yes, they did, actually. Now, something interesting to note is Pokemon Yellow is based off of the anime. And I do mean it is based off of the anime. This game came after the anime came out. And oops. I forgot to turn something back on. Anyways, what ended up happening was this is what made Pikachu the mascot. Now, in the anime, Gary obviously didn't have a Eevee to start out with. He actually chose Squirtle, but that's something for another day. I don't know what happened to my voice, but I'm saying "but" a lot. This battle and the battle at the lab directly affect what the Eevee evolve into. Had I won the battle at the lab, I would have completely skipped over this battle. Because what ends up happening is, if you win twice against him, the Eevee evolves into Jolteon, which is just all hell to try and beat. If you lose once, but win another time, or just skip this battle, then it will turn into Flareon, which is pretty easy because we all know Flareon doesn't have any moves in this generation, until Generation 5 actually. And then if you lose the battle at the lab and lose that battle or skip over it completely, Eevee will turn into, what is it called? Oh geez, I can't remember the name. Vaporeon. There we go. And that's probably the easiest for your little Pikachu. For me it's Mage. Which is always nice. But basically I'm suggesting don't win both battles. The reason Jolteon is really hell to face is because, well, it knows Pin Missile, and a Jolteon with Pin Missile in the first generation, and I'm not sure about the second generation, but the first generation was just one of the worst things you could face. Now you see I forgot to heal Mage. That's not because I'm overconfident, I just completely forgot right now. I'm getting tired of all these Caterpies. I already have one of you. I went the wrong way. Oh, now I have to go back through the grass. I already battled you. I thought you were the... Okay. I'm getting tired of these Caterpies. Metapods, I don't care. Let's talk about the next gym, because that's something you talk about when you're running into a bunch of bug Pokemon. The next gym is a Rock-type gym. Now, I don't think of it as a Rock-type gym. To me, the next gym is a Ground-type gym, because all it uses is Ground types. That's it. The only two Rock types are used by the gym leader himself, but the only other trainer in the gym uses Ground types. So basically, Pikachu is useless. The game basically forces you to capture another Pokemon. There we are. Now that this is... I forgot to do this again. Fantastic. Anyways, what I mean by the game basically forces you to capture another Pokemon is, well, it forces you to catch another Pokemon. Mage. Pikachu, or Mage for me, is weak to ground type, and electric type moves don't affect ground type Pokemon, which is just wonderful, considering that's all that gym has. So basically you have to catch one of the only available Pokemon to you. So this leaves you with the options of... Thank you. This leaves you with the options of Rattata, which I don't suggest because it's a normal type, and the leader does use rock-type Pokemon, which is not very good. Pidgey, which you saw there, and Pharaoh. I'm going to group those two, not Pharaoh, Spearow, whatever it is, Pharaoh. Whatever it is, those are good because the ground-type moves don't affect flying types, but again, he does use rock-type Pokemon, which is... I better turn this on while I'm here. Which is still a problem. Then, there's a Pokemon I never showed because I could not find it. Where is it? Here it is. Anyways, a Pokemon I could not show because I could not find it, which are the Nidorans, which female and male. I did end up catching one, but I didn't train it. Oh, we're here. And suddenly it's gray. That's wonderful. Anyways, I'm just gonna wander around while I talk about this. Oops. Well, the Nidorans are actually pretty good because, well, they learn fighting type moves, which is good for the gym leader. And then there's Mankey, which I never showed again. I couldn't find one. I was going to capture one. Mankey uses fighting type moves. It's a fighting type, so it's very good. And then the one I'm actually going to be using, which is the one they expect you to use, is the Caterpie line. Caterpie is actually a bug-type Pokemon, which evolved very early. Alright, so basically you can just skip around this guy, but I'm not going to. The Caterpie line, what is it? Evolves very early. The last evolution for it is at level 10, which is actually a good level. It evolves very strong, very fast, and here it is. And one of the things is, it doesn't learn anything that's super effective or not effective at all. It actually learns something that's, well, psychic, which is a very strange thing. Yep, that's seizure-inducing. So, Butterfree may not be the best type because it's part flying, but it is still a good type of Pokemon you want for this gym. Okay, so Diglett, again, was a ground type. It's about to use Sandshrew. For this, I will show off the Nidoran female I actually did catch. It's not very strong, but as you can see, even at level 6, it didn't learn it. Well, I think it's actually level 11, which is not very good. No, the poor Nidoran female. I better switch something out. Anyways, the Caterpie line gets very strong very fast, so it is a good Pokemon to have when you are first facing the gym leader. I better not lose this battle. Oop. Confusion. Now, one of the things about Butterfree, which I don't recommend, is that Butterfree doesn't learn any bug-type moves. Why this is a problem is because in this generation, for whatever reason, there's a glitch where only bug-type moves affect Psychic-type Pokemon. So, yes, I do recommend having a bug-type on your team, but not Butterfree. And I was going to catch a Beedrill, then I realized Beedrill is not in this game at all. So anyways, this is going to be very quick, isn't it? Now let's talk about Mage a bit. Mage is, well, your main partner. As you can see, he's very special compared to other Pokemon in the series. He follows you around and is the first one that will ever do it in the series. Oh, I can show that off. Mage has many expressions. As you can see whenever I check him, he'll do many, many expressions on his face. And really, it makes it special, but it's a bit of an emotional attachment for you. Because you basically, what I mean by emotional attachment, have to build up friendship for the best effect in this game with Pikachu, specifically. There are actually 3 Pokemon you cannot get, maybe just 1. Unless Pikachu has a specific happiness bonus. Now let's talk about this Jigglypuff. I completely forgot this Jigglypuff was in this town. I thought it was in a few towns over, but this Jigglypuff is also based off the anime. Pikachu's not moving at all. Mage? Mage, are you okay? Anyways, this Jigglypuff is based off the anime, which tended to follow the group around. Which, yes, as you can see, there are a lot of anime references in this. Now, Pikachu? Mage is asleep. Oh, what's up? Oh, I wanted to show something. If you talk to the Jigglypuff and just let it sing again. And then you walk around, Mage will not move. It's sleeping. It will only wake up if you talk to it or if you move. Anyways, as you can tell, Pikachu's very special. He gets more attached to you, and it is important to this game's story to build your friendship with him. Now then, one of the biggest ways you can— I completely forgot to check the mark. I'll talk about this later then. There are many ways to build friendship with Pikachu. Getting levels, just walking around, giving him items actually will increase his happiness. But one of the biggest ways to increase his happiness— I don't want that, I want this. I'll take 5. I can't buy 5. I'll take 3. 4. One of the biggest ways to build up your Pikachu's happiness is actually sending him out in gym leader battles. Which you may think, okay, that's not a good idea, but it's actually a very good idea because he gets a big bonus of happiness from that. Let me see. This is Brock of Pewter Gym, the Pewter Gym leader. Apparently he believes in rock-hard defenses and determination. Yeah, actually, I swear this is a ground-type gym. So this is Brock, the pedo. That's what he is. He uses pretty much the only 2 rock-type Pokemon in this generation. The problem is that all rock types in this generation are also ground types. Alright, so confusion. This is why I chose Butterfree as my main. Yep. As my main for this battle. And I do mean that this game basically forces you to to capture another Pokemon besides Mage. Alright, I'm going to pull off something a little bit jerkish. Yes. I'm going to send out Nidoran female, which is why I caught this thing. Besides the fact that it's blue. I'm going to use this to use a potion on Butterfree. Now, as you can tell, as opposed to Mage, Nidoran female and... Oh, I hate that move so much. If your Pokemon is not as fast, then you are basically screwed. Oh, come on. Anyways, what was I saying? See? Normal type moves don't do very much at all. That didn't do much. I literally mean that didn't do much. I only did like 1 damage each turn. How is Nidoran female lasting this long? All you can hear is the beeping. That's wonderful. That's always wonderful. Okay, let's talk about Bide for a bit then. Bide, I think it lasts 3 or 4 turns. It's probably 3. No, it's 2 to 4. And any amount of damage you do to the Pokemon when it uses Bide will actually be put back on you. Which, as you can see, is not going to be a problem because Butterfree can actually take it out now. The problem is, when it uses Bide, it can't move. Oh, the fanfare. It's so nostalgic to many of Pokemon fans. The Boulder Badge. Just one word, it's just the Boulder Badge. Yay, I'm never going to use it. Because I don't know where it is. Yep. So just like any other Pokemon game, TMs work only once unless you're in Generation 5. And HMs work every time. Now, one of the things I love about this game, compared to the other games, is it doesn't have a lot of, can't remember. Oh, it doesn't have a lot of HMs, it only has 5. And really only 3 of them, I believe, are required throughout the game. Flash isn't really required because you can actually get through a dungeon without needing Flash, and whatever the other one is, that I can't think of. Actually I think it's 4 that are required. But this is why Generation... No. Generation 5 is my second favorite generation because it doesn't require you to have to use HMs all the time. Alright, before I end this episode off, I'm going to show off a bit of Pewter City. There's this guy who's... Yes, I do, actually. He's tending to the flowers. If you press now... Yes, see, he's tending to the flowers. Oh, I forgot to show this off. If you try and go out this way, there's some jerk that's basically blocking it, telling you that you have to beat Brock to continue. No. Oh, and then there's this guy. Oh, right, this is the guy that blocks it. He'll lead you to Brock's gem. So this is the museum. You have to pay to get in, and there's nothing really in here, so I'm not going to show it. There's something you can do later. It's in that little building right there, but I don't have anything that's required to do that. So, basically, that's all that's left in this town. Any last words, Mage? Not really. Thank you all for watching.